CM 365, all about Carnatic music.
In the earlier episodes, I had made a mention about the Mangalam as sung by various composers. I had also sung to you some of them. I had also made a mention about Sri Tyagarajar as having composed quite a few Mangalams. And the most popular one, of course, is Ni Nama Rupamuluku that we hear in concerts as a part of what we call as the conclusion of the Kacheri. And after listening to this, one of the Rasikas actually asked me, could I share actually some of the other Mangalams that Sri Tyagarajar has composed. And I also mentioned to you before, you may remember that these Mangalams composed by Tyagarajar are not just individual compositions, but actually part of the Utsava Sampradaya Kriti as well as the operas Nauka Charitram and Prahalada Bhakti Vijayam that he composed. So today I'll share a few of the Mangalams for you to just to get to listen how they sound actually. In the Utsava Sampradaya Kritis, I have with you three Mangalams, one in Dhanyashi, one in Kedara Gaula and another in Nadanama Kriya. The first one I'll sing to you now in Kedara Gaula. Ramachandruniki Jaya Mangalam Ghora Bhavanidhi Tarakuniki Mangalam Ramachandruniki Jaya Mangalam Ghora Bhavanidhi Tarakuniki Mangalam Maruni Ganna Rajakumaruni ki Mangalam Marule Nihari ki Maru Jaya Mangalam Maramachandruni ki Jaya Mangalam Ghora Bhavanidhi Tarakuni ki Mangalam Vrindavana Sthita Mauni Vrindavanuni ki Mangalam Vrindaloluni ki Palita Vrindarakuni ki Mangalam Maramachandruni ki Jaya Mangalam Ghora Bhavanidhi Tarakuni ki Mangalam Rajaveshuni ki Rajarchituni ki Mangalam Rajadharuda Kutyaga Rajanutuni ki Mangalam Maramachandruni ki Jaya Mangalam Ghora Bhavanidhi Tarakuni ki Mangalam. So, in a nutshell, this particular Mangalam means, may there be victory and prosperity to our Lord Ramachandra. Then, may there be prosperity to the Lord who carries people across the terrible ocean of worldly existence. Auspiciousness to the prince who gave birth to Cupid, and may there be victory thrice over. And he also says that may there be victory to the protector of the sages in the Vrindavana. May Lord Ramachandra, who is incarnated as a prince and who is worshipped by all emperors and Tyagaraja, grow in luster and supremacy and be worshipped by the entire cosmos. Now the next Mangalam is in Dhanyashi, which goes like this. Janaki Nayaka Niku Jaya Mangalam Ripa Suna Sundara Munaku Shubha Mangalam Janaki Nayaka Niku Jaya Mangalam Ripa Suna Sundara Munaku Shubha Mangalam Phala Munaku Nidu Pola Munaku Mangalam Nilavarna Nipalu Vajrala Munaku Mangalam Janaki Nayaka Niku Jaya Mangalam Dripasuna Sundara Munaku Shubha Mangalam Niguna Jala Munaku Mangalamku Nitya Shubha Mangalam Nagashayana Palita Tyagaraja Mangalam Janaki Nayakaniku Jaya Mangalam Nripasuna Sundara Munaku Shubha Mangalam. So where we see that actually the essence of all these compositions is singing the glory of Lord Rama, singing his praise, extolling his beauty, extolling his valor, and all these kinds of attributes are only a content of all these Mangalams. Now coming to the next Mangalam in Nadanama Kriya. Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam Mangalam Avani Sutta Nathuniki Mangalam Aravinda Shuniki Mangalabadbhuta Charitruniki Mangalam Adi Devuniki Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam Inakula Muna Vela Sinaramuniki Janaka Vachana Pari Paluniki Manasi Jakoti Lavanyuniki Kanaka Simhasana Nilayuniki Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam. Next we come to the Prahalada Bhakti Vijayam, from where I will share with you the two Mangalams. One is in Mohanam, set to Khanda Chaputalam. Let's see how it goes. Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam 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 Marama Chandrunaku Mangalam Mangalam Madhavu Naku Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam Rajadi Rajunaku Ravi Koti Tejunaku Tyagarajuno Tanuku Ramaratnamunaku Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam Jaya Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam. The next, of course, is the most popular one which we have discussed earlier also. Neenama Rupa Mulaku. Neenama Rupa Mulaku Nitya Jaya Mangalam Pavamana Sutudu Padu Padara Vindamulaku Neenama Rupa Mulaku Nitya Jaya Mangalam. This one has got 6 charanas, and in a nutshell the song means, to your sacred name and divine form let there be success and prosperity. Your sacred feet are supported reverentially by Sri Anjaneya, and to your lap on which your consort Sita Devi is, one with eyes resembling lotus, with fascinated and attracted sage Narada and the devotees like Prahaladar and others. To your name and divine form, eternal victory. Here we also see the mention of Prahlada Naradadi Bhaktulu Pogaru Chunte. As I mentioned to you, this is a Mangalam of the Prahlada Bhakti Vijayam. So there is a mention about Prahlada, Narada and others also as part of the Mangalam. Then we come to the next one, where we see that here in the Nauka Charitram, there is a Mangalam that is there. Of course, we all know the story of Nauka Charitram, where you know that the Krishna actually what he did to humble the pride of the gopis. The story actually revolves around that, and finally it's a happy ending where Krishna, after teaching a lessons to all the gopis, he brings them back to the banks of the Yamuna. So we say that all is well that ends well. So here this particular Mangalam in surety brings the curtains down on this Nauka Charitram beautiful opera. I'll sing that Mangalam to you, which is in the Chapu Talam. Makula munakiha paramosagina niku mangalam shubha mangalam Makula brachina madana janaka niku mangalam shubha mangalam Mamana sunanela kunna Krishna niku mangalam shubha mangalam Mamano harapalita tyaga rajaniku mangalam shubha mangalam mangalam. Where Tyagaraja says, this is addressed to Lord Krishna, and he says to Lord Krishna, to you who has conferred spiritual blessing on the cowherd community, we wish all prosperity and success, and thus this particular opera comes to an end. Thus we see that though this Ninama Rupa Mulaku is the most popular Mangalam that is part of the Kacheri, Tyagaraja has also composed other Mangalams in these ragams which I sang to you. These Mangalams also indicate the fact that every aspect of our life, has to have that aspect of auspiciousness, prosperity, prayer for welfare, and that is where the Mangalam actually, I would say, is a very auspicious song. And we should also understand probably here that the singing of Ninama Rupa Mulaku at the end is not just about the conclusion of the concert, but it is also about the prayer for the welfare of humanity.
CM 365, all about Carnatic music.